If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. About to kick it away and get this season started. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Wilkins. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Military stun! Military stun!
The run from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He hit it to the end zone. He's picked up 48 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Let's go, let's go.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
Brown will throw it. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 28 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel...
There he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Fires to the middle. Right on the money. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. might going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Try to get it through the air. Got his man to the left. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the startup.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And the big game, they got it on the 46.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Finds a spot in the middle. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a heat. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass falls incomplete in there. Still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolutely perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 31 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Power football with the run. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Fires downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's
going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll give it to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback. To the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Brown will throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Might be looking to run. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football, but, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to...
Going over the top. He got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get the first down, get out of bounds.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Bringing the heat. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing, and that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Forced out of the pocket. Got the first down himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Mississippi State will just try to use the clock. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. There he goes. A 20. He's at the touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to keep clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Under fire. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good.